Alright, this is a quick highlight on my trade this week. I love CADJPY and I've been following it for a while now. So after this old low was taken out by price, this particular old low here, that was August 2024 old low. Price took it out, rally higher. And then it still came back into this top hunt. Into this old low here, and then continue higher. So that was the basis of my trade idea that in a little while, for a short time, CADJPY is bullish. There are three markets I love trading together: CADJPY, Australian dollar versus Japanese yen, and New Zealand dollar versus Japanese yen. Those three markets, they move in tandem, they move together. So after this stop point, if you check the daily time frame, there was a fair value gap invalidated. Okay. Not an invalidation, so to say, but after the stop point, we start to see that price began to move higher. Price got to this fair value gap here. It retraced into it, trade higher, came inside the same fair value gap, and then still did a stop point before continuing higher. So the crux of the whole matter was this week. You can see how price invalidated this fair value gap here, higher, came into it again, travel higher, and stops like that. So for this week, my eyes were already watching. If you check on the weekly time frame, you can see that this old low, this was last week trading, and this week trading took out the low in an already bullish market condition. So this old low was taken out, and then price rejects higher. So seeing this, I had to go to the daily time frame to see what context it was building upon, and I saw that it was the context of this inversion fair value gap. So there was a stop point after that. Now going to the 4 hours time frame, after price had trade market has for this week, there was a Monday's trading. This was a Tuesday. The Tuesday's trading saw price going to the last week low, which was kind of a stop point. So after then, we saw on the 4 hours time frame the formation of an inversion fair value gap. Formation of an inversion fair value gap after this stop point. So that was the context this price was building upon, an already bullish market condition, and after then a stop point. After the stop point, we saw market break through this fair value gap that had rejected price earlier, trade above it. So I got interested seeing this setup. I love to see price on the weekly time frame do a stop point, and on the 4 hours give an opportunity in terms of an inversion fair value gap. So I had to take my entry from here, and I took my profit at this logical place here around this the beginning of this fair value gap here. So I took my, that was about 100 pips. 100 pips, then we still saw price still trade higher. So I took my price at 100 pips, and I love that. So that was that for CADJPY. If we go to 1 hour time frame, was there anything? Okay, on the 1 hour time frame, this was it. Inversion fair value gap. You can see a fair value gap here on the 1 hour time frame. So price entered into it, and then straight up continued higher. So this trade, I held it for 2 days to get the 100 pips, the 2 days trade. commission was taken out of it actually, but I enjoyed it. Also on CADJPY, we can see from the weekly time frame, I like finding my trade with context from the weekly time frame. So we can see this smooth double bottom here. So this one happened around March and April. Okay, this was March. Created a smooth double low, and then we saw that price came here and took it out. Price came there, took the old low out. We can see this fair value gap. Yes, price came there, invalidated it higher. After it has done that, so that is a context for me to go bullish. Yeah, that's a context for me to go bullish. So this was last week candle. I would love that I see a stop on, but that didn't came to fruition, and that was nice. So going to the daily time frame, we can see a stop on the daily time frame here. The stop on, this was okay. This was Monday's trading. Tuesday's trading came and took out Monday's low. Took out both Monday's low and last week low here. That was last week Wednesday. Took it out. These were those. So he took it out, and after then, let's go to the 4 hours time frame to see what kind of formation price did. So to the 4 hours. Now after price hits the Monday's low and all other lows here, we now saw that price shoot higher and then create a fair value gap. For me, I don't really like trading this kind of setup, especially when I can't find an inversion fair value gap. So, but yet I could still take this trade. I love to see an inversion fair value gap after a stop on. I love to see a fair value gap invalidated. But in this case, a new fair value gap was created, and we can see that price entered it multiple times. Then down to the hourly time frame, if I see a 4 hours fair value gap, I love to go to the hourly time frame to check. So nonetheless, after the stop on, there was a 4 hours fair value gap, and on the 1 hour there was a little fair value gap here. So price entered into it, reject higher. After then, it's just like an optimal trade entry. After the rejection from the stop ons, price came, and then optimal trade entry. And then we can see how much price have moved today. Now for the CADJPY, those are the 3 pairs I love trading together. Now let's find context from the weekly time frame. So this is the context for the trade. Why would I anticipate a bullish move? There has been a stop on the weekly time frame. Preferably you check this on the monthly time frame. So after the stop on, we saw this fair value gap invalidated, and since then price has been pushing high. So with that in mind, the next thing I would love to see is either for price to make a stop on the last week low, but as in this case, I couldn't find that, so that's fine. Going to the daily time frame, can I see a stop on? Yes, this was the stop on, and that stop on the low of last week Thursday was taken out. So after then, let's check on the 4 hours. Is there anything here on the 4 hours that could have helped us or give us an hint that price was going to travel high. So after the stop point, we can see that this Thursday's low was inside an inversion fair value gap, which price has been respecting. So price came into this old low here and then pushed higher. So this was Monday. So after the stop point, we saw price. This was Monday's trading. Sorry, let me go to the daily time frame to trace this whole matter. So this was Monday's trading. Tuesday, Wednesday, the stop point happened, and then on Thursday we began to see major movement higher that peeled off a nice amount of pips. So on the 4 hours, price went higher, still came lower to make a stop point. Yes, make a stop point, and then going to the 1 hour time frame, what can we see here? After the stop point, there was an inversion fair value gap, so to say. Price retraced into it, went higher. During the news, high impact news, price retraced into this area here and travel higher. So these are my trade ideas, how I check the trade on higher time frame to daily to 4 hours to 1 hour. All of these ideas resonate so much well with me. I love to take trade just like this, and when I'm trading CADJPY, I'm checking AUDJPY, and I'm also checking NZDJPY. So if you check these pips, this market movement, how much it has been going, let's say this is where I took my trade from, checking where last it has gone to now, we can see 159 pips already. 159 pips. But for me, I took the trade, I took away my position when it was just around 105 pips. I took my profit there. So that's how I trade, and it's a whole lot. So I love to see stop on 4 hours inversion fair value gap taken out, and same price go higher and higher. There's so much value here. Pick what you need, and we are good to go.